P&J family, what it do? It's your boy J Money,
It's your boy Pele.
and today, episode 5, right? 5 episodes in, man. So excited. Thank you for the 1,000 subscribers.
Yo, yeah.
We plan to keep it coming every week. We trying to give you more and more each and every week.
Shout out to y'all, man. We love you. Every single one of you. From the freakiest to the non-freaky. Shout out to y'all.
All right. So today, we have a spooky review of Scary Movie 6. We're gonna give it to y'all the best way that we can. No, we're not trying to be on this side, be on this side. We're just gonna give y'all our honest opinion.
Raw. On the table.
No condom.
Go, yo.
So, first question is the rating. So we're gonna go from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. And I'm gonna let my boy Pele go first.
Before, I just want y'all to know we grew up on the franchise. First movie came out in 2001. Classic. Number 2, all of them, we grew up on the series. We grew up in the golden era of parody movies. So when I tell you I went into this movie, despite all the ratings and stuff like that, because, they rated the Michael Jackson biopic as trash too. So I wasn't going to look at no ratings or nothing. We went to go see it for ourselves to give a true opinion. And brother, I don't know if it's because we just grew up. I went back and watched the other ones just to make sure my opinion was valid on it. And the other one still made me laugh. I'm going to honestly tell you this one it was just...
Oh, brother, this guy sick!
It was super underwhelming. It had funny moments, but for the most part, it was not hitting like... If you go in there expecting it to hit like the OG ones, it's not at all. I think I'm gonna rate it like I'm gonna give it a 5. 5.5 to 5. Won't go no higher than 6 because it did have some super funny moments in there, but for the most part, dog, it was some of the jokes went on a little bit too long for me, and then some of them they didn't go over my head, but it was kind of like, how can I describe it? They were trying too hard at some jokes and it just wasn't working. Some of the new characters in there was kind of, they was like, they would, Dookie Water. The plot of the, we're getting that, overall, I would say it's like a 5. I'm gonna give it an honest opinion of 5. I wanted it to be good. I really wanted it to be good. I wanted to laugh, but dog, now I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it was just, me. Cause people was laughing in the theaters. They weren't laughing hard, but some of them I get a little chuckle. When Sean did I'm not gay no more. I've been delivered. That whole trope, that was kind of funny. I did feel like it went on too long. It should have been a little bit shorter. Cause they kind of mixed it with the Sinners. I don't know if anybody that's seen the movie Sinners, but on Sinners, they start the movie off with the main character. I forgot his name. It's been a minute since I watched Sinners. But the dude playing the banjo, don't crucify me in the comments because I watched the movie a couple times. I just forgot his name. It's been a minute. But they start the movie with him with a broken banjo entering the church and his daddy telling him to come on up, because he was good. He was singing. His daddy was a preacher in the movie. So they do that same scene in Scary Movie 6, but with Ray, played by Sean. With Ray, Ray's been gay throughout all the movie series. Every movie they was in, he was gay, right? So he was in there. It was funny, but it wasn't. Some of the jokes in the movie just went on too long, y'all. So I'm just gonna give it a 5. What about you,
Well, Let's be honest here. I'm not giving it. I'm not giving it no more than a 3.
3. Okay, I can respect that.
Only cause I just couldn't get into it. Some jokes may have flew over my head, but the ones that didn't, like he was saying, was just too long. And I'm like, hey, I don't know. Like I ain't trying to pull out the race card, but it was a lot of people not my skin tone that was laughing. It was some jokes I just didn't get. It just wasn't funny to me. I may have laughed like 3 times. That was it. But just I give it a 3 out of 10. More than likely, it's probably the worst one on the whole series. That was pretty bad.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say it the word. I ain't gonna, cause have you seen 5?
Yeah, I'd say all of them.
I don't know, bro. I think it's in the race. It's between 5 or 6 of which one is the worst in the series. I ain't like 5 that much. 5 was 5. That's funny. But I ain't rewatched 5 because I just remember really not hitting for real. But it's definitely not. It's definitely not with 1 through 4. 1 through 4 for sure. 1 through 4 solidified. That was the funniest run. Even without Sean, now the funnier 2 is 1 and 2 to me. The first 2 is funny. 3 is up there with them. 4 is good too. It's like it's really to me. It's like this is literally how the franchise go. It start off here and then it's just like, and then like once it gets to like 5 and 6, it's just hard fall. Like it just hard fall. I hope when they do number 7, they get some younger. Cause
Don't do it.
Cause if they do it, I think Sean and Marlon kind of like they old, but they young enough to where they can get like advice from other people. But I think Keenan is the oldest one. Keenan was one of the, so it's Keenan, Sean, and Marlon that wrote the movie. So them 3 was the 3 writers of the movie. I think Keenan may be too old. Cause Keenan like 60 something. How old is Keenan? Keenan Wayne. I hope I'm saying the right one.
There's too many of them, so I really don't know all of them.
Yeah, it was Keenan. I was right. So yeah, Keenan he's 68. So he almost 70. You could tell that they used a lot of outdated jokes. I'm not gonna lie to you. They used one that was like, for example, they made a COVID joke, which they played on the joke. That's like, I guess they were making a joke for like people that were still scared of COVID, and it's been like what 2-3 years? What
Since COVID?
since COVID?
It's been 6.
Yeah, like 6 years. In the movie, they make that as a joke. Like, hey, it's been 6 years. Why are people still like, talking about COVID? And it just kind of was just like, huh? It's kind of how I laughed at most of the movie. Like, oh, it's funny, but it's not gonna make you heave. Like, ain't no movie. The only part in the movie that genuinely, well, let's get to that. The next question is the scary movie series outdated?
Yes.
Yeah,
Very much.
I think
The stuff that they got away with in the early 2000s, you really about can't do that no more. So it's kind of like, cause a lot of people take offense to a lot of things now. What people say and what people may do, it may not really be portraying to them, but I guess I don't know. People just being their feelings, so it's kind of outdated now. So it wouldn't. This movie, the last 2, 5, and 6, just don't line up with where society is right now. If that makes sense.
it's because society moves so quick. Like a joke that would have been funny last year or the year before that is not gonna be funny by the time the movie come out. And that's the process because it take them so long to make a movie. You're not gonna. It's jokes you're gonna be missed, but they were using like, yeah. I don't think there should be no more COVID jokes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think COVID jokes kind of outplayed.
Yeah.
Then like, it's just outdated. I don't think. I mean, I feel like you could do a parody movie, right? You just got to get people that's like,
More up to date.
yeah, more up to date on like the niche funny things on the internet. Like TikTok should have been like a bigger thing. And was TikTok mentioned at all? They should have got some more like TikTok references in the movie because you could have did a lot more. Like they had Kai Cenat in the movie.
Shout out my nigga Kai.
Shout out to Kai. It was cool. Like the main people of the movie were still funny, but everybody else was like all the other legacy cast. If it wasn't Shorty, Ray, Cindy, or Regina Hall, it wasn't that funny. Like the new characters, like their kids were not funny in the movie. The kids of none of the legacy characters were funny. Even the scene where they put in what's the dude with the short hand? I forgot the name of his character, but he's in the movie. Spoiled, but he's in the movie, and he's like just standing there, and like I guess he just got away with a crime or something, or he escaped the mental psych ward, and like he's standing at a bus stop, and clearly they come to get him, but it's a black dude standing beside him, and like instead of like arresting him, they arrest the black dude and beat him up, and he gets away scot free, which was like, it wasn't funny to me personally. I mean, I think people laugh at that part?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, they laughed a little. Maybe it's just me, but at that part, I could objectively say it wasn't funny to me, but I guess it was funny, but it just wasn't like crying laughing. But
Yeah. But you kind of already answered the next question. Kind of were the new characters of. Were the new characters a good add-on? And you know what he said. No, they none of them like really make me laugh. Like none of them.
I want it because what is DEI Meek, like both of Regina Hall's children in the movie. DEI, she was like her character archetype was being super woke, not super woke. Well, yeah, being super woke and like pronoun friendly. That was her whole character.
Yeah, you missed me with that shit.
And she was just kind of like, I don't know. I don't think that's funny in real life. Like them people that's like that, like overly like, hey, my pronouns are this, that, and the third. Like, okay, those are pronouns. Those are cool, but it's like in a movie, it just is not as fun. Now, if they would have did this like
Early 2022.
2022, it would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's too late for that. Like her character would have been super funny in 2022 because that's when it was like fresh, when that whole type of thing started happening. That stuff was still fresh. Now everybody's kind of annoyed with that type of archetype in people. So when you put it in the movie, it's like, which I guess, but like it ties back into like, I think scary movies is becoming outdated.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like none of the they did the thing, what's his name? The character that played, I'm not gonna remember his name. But the boyfriend, remember Scary Movie 1. The boyfriend of the woman that got killed in Scary Movie 1. Scary Movie 1 was so good. There's so many parts in there. The dude with the blonde hair, that was the sheriff. He was the police. His son was daughter, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Transgender. Him.
Yeah.
They continued the joke with him with the small,
Yeah.
Peter Wacker joke, which was, I guess, kind of funny. But then again, it was just like, like his character was, we could have did without it, I guess.
Then the next question is like, did it have a cultural impact? I'm gonna say no.
No, it was no iconic moments in it.
No, that's not like something that they didn't have like that Friday after next. It didn't have like a Martin TV series, or it ain't something that I'm gonna show my kids. Hey, you got to watch that.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 and 2, I may be able to get it.
1 and 2, I'm
I'm gonna show them like at a little older once you get a little older. But I'll most definitely show you that. But 2026, that was a bust. Not gonna lie to you.
It didn't have any like for example, when everybody hit run, Gina, run! Like everybody know that in the Scary Movie 1, like with Shorty telling her to run, like it don't have no moment in the movie like that. Yeah, exactly. Or like for example, when like the tree was smoking Shorty, and that was 2 when they went to hunt out. When the Shorty was getting smoked by the tree, and the tree was getting high on Shorty, that was hilarious. You feel me? They didn't really have no moments like that at all. And I just think like Scream in general is like Scream been in all of them, no? Yep, first one, second one. Scream been in all of them, and I guess that's the iconic character. It's kind of like I don't know. It ain't too many ways you can do Scream, and they did every way possible to Scream.
Every which way.
And it just ain't funny no more.
So, that's kind of like going into the next question. Was it a good twist in the movie? And honestly, like if you ever watch Scream, like sometimes you really just cannot tell who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't know if y'all seen Scream 6 or 7. I think it's 6 that I went to go see. Great plot twist, everything. You really couldn't tell who was who. But in this movie, like in Scary Movie 6, like you could tell like something off. It can't just be one person. And I'm like, wait a minute. She finna be it, he finna be. I was like, yeah. So once it came around where they was revealing themselves, like I mean, we seen this coming. So I mean, like,
I ain't gonna lie. I say that was probably the only part of it because I didn't expect it to be like Sean, and I didn't expect it to be Sean and or Ray and Shorty, Shaq and
Anthony
and what's his name off of Blackish, the father of Blackish.
Anthony Anderson.
Anthony Anderson. Oh, my apologies. I didn't expect it to be them at the end, like trying to basically the plot of. I mean, not to spoil it. We gonna spoil it anyway. It's basically like they're trying. The newer children are trying to take over the series.
Yeah,
it's like a deep. If you don't know how the whole legacy of Scary Movie how it worked, like originally it was the Wayne's family made it, started, created it. They got bought out or took out, and then that's why Scary Movie 3, 4, and 5 don't have them in it because they had creative differences and got separated from the project. They basically took the project from underneath them, did their own thing. It failed, right? Failed to an extent. They picked it back up. So the movie just has a bunch of those jokes. So basically the legacy characters, which is, Regina Hall, Marlon Wayne, Sean Wayne, and Cindy. I can't never remember her name.
I always, for some reason, I call it Cindy Lou, and I know that ain't it.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just gonna say Cindy.
Yeah.
They basically, Regina Hall character and Cindy character are out the loop, but Sean and Marlon character, they're in the loop, and they basically trying to make the joke that they're not gonna let somebody take the series from them again. Hence why they killed their kids in like the movie. So they had these kids, they killed all the kids because the kids were trying to kill them to take over the series basically. So it's like 2 different plots going on at the same time, which kind of, if you don't know what's going on, definitely will go over your head.
Okay.
What about you?
Which one?
The question.
Oh, as far as the twist, yeah, that wasn't it. I just.
Yeah, it was too much.
It was just too much. I ain't gonna lie to you. And like, what a twist. When you watching a movie, you looking for the exact twist. Like it's in my opinion, it goes down to a straight line. When I was watching this movie, it was doing this.
No, facts.
So I'm like, I didn't know where to go. So it was just throwing me. I'm just at that point. I'm just trying to enjoy the $15 that I paid to watch this movie. Yeah. Not gonna lie to you. So and then we got the next question is the funniest moment in the movie, and I can probably say for the both of us, we both got the exact same funny moment, and that's when old boy was doing that Shaq impression. That's the only time that probably got me like
Yeah,
like this
Shorty.
hot, like laughing like this. That's probably the only time. Other than that, it was funny. Though.
It was just because, like, and the fact that they know they can do it, and they didn't have more parts in there that made you laugh like that, like.
It was funny.
Shorty, like, when I tell you Marlon did the best impression of Shaq I've ever heard in my life, bro.
Especially on TV.
Bro.
That was funny.
Dude, when I tell you he got Shaq spot on, bro, he said, bro, I love your podcast. I love your stuff, bro. I love it, bro. Even though I don't even be knowing what you was saying, you be on there. Like, and he did his voice to, I'm talking about, bro, that was the funniest part of the movie by landslide.
Cause just in case y'all young, y'all really know who the Wayans brothers are. Like they're really funny. Like really funny. Like that whole family is just funny.
Yeah, that's a funny.
Especially if you ain't never watched the TV series. Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And that's why our expectations of the movie wanted to be high. Because we've seen these people.
Like these the same people that made like
My Wife and Kids.
My Wife, not even just them. Like they made White Chicks. They made White Chicks. And they also teased White Chicks in the movie. I don't know if they gonna do it again, but maybe not because they killed the character in the movie.
Yeah.
So they might not. They probably never gonna do that again. But they just teased it like That was a funny moment to me though. I would say that because I didn't expect to see White Chicks, Marlon in the movie. So I didn't expect that, but it just.
I'd say now the next one is like, what's the worst moment in the movie for you? I don't know.
It's a lot of.
I don't.
The worst moment where I was like, all right, it's trash. I was. Oh, that's hard. Cause they had a lot of
trash people. It was a lot of trash moments, but they like.
I say
it's not one that's bigger than that one. They all equal, so it's kind of like you just got to pick one.
A trash moment for me is like, I guess
the hospital scene.
Oh, I'm talking about when Scream and them got high trying to kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
I had to say,
no,
I'd say the Casa in that one.
Yeah, that did.
The Casa in that it was. Shout out to Casa in that one.
Yeah.
It was just like
that wasn't your fault.
Yeah,
but
I think they just did it for the sake of having Casa in that.
Yeah,
and they knew it was gonna bring. It was smart because people did want to see like where he was gonna fit in the movie, but he was literally just he played Casa in the movie.
So he just played himself.
He just played himself, and then he gets like, you could tell like, the Wayans family kind of don't like streamers for how much they like
don't do nothing but
they basically make fun of streaming. Like, I get to sit at the computer and do nothing all day and make all this money, but it's like. You can see how that would offend streamers because it's like it's really not as easy as people make it look, and they kind of like dug into the wrong instead of like uplifting streamers, which would have been a funny moment. They're kind of like, y'all ain't real, actors and stuff like that, basically. So it's kind of like, I say that was probably the worst one, because then they just like cut his head off. Why? Yeah, it's like, okay.
And who was the funniest character? I'd probably.
Hold on. Yeah, you go first.
I'm probably gonna say Marlon character.
Honest, Shorty.
Yeah.
Shorty is always the funniest character whenever he's in the movie.
That or his brother.
Yeah. It's really them two. It's the funniest ones that like. Make you laugh in the scene or made me giggle when I did laugh was either Shorty or Sean. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, the center scene when
that was funny.
The center scenes was funny. When he was like, they basically played like the three children of, or the three, I don't know what you call them. Not legacy. They're not legacy characters, but the new characters. They had Tuesday, which is a knockoff of Wednesday. Then they had her sister, which is what's the name? I honestly don't know the name, but they're all Sydney. Yeah, all right. Sydney Campbell's two kids. So it's Tuesday, which is a Wednesday knockoff, and then I forgot the other one's name. I don't even know her name. The other sister, because they were sisters.
Yeah,
I know Tuesday, and then I don't know the other one's name just because like she was such a forgettable character. She was literally like
Was it
her.
Sarah Campbell?
Yeah,
Olivia Rose Keegan?
yeah, Sarah Campbell. I don't know her real name, but Sarah Campbell is literally Sydney Campbell, but just younger. Like she acts like younger Sydney Campbell in the series. If you watch too, she act just like her, and they kind of look alike. But that's it. So it's them two, and then it's her boyfriend, not Sydney Campbell, Sarah Campbell's boyfriend, and they come to the door, and it's like they're acting like the vampires in center when they was asking to get let in, essentially, and they was trying to get in, and like Shorty, Regina, and Ray, they were all. They wouldn't let them in because in real life, I mean, I guess they playing on the trope like, why would you let them in? And they didn't let them in the movie, and they didn't let them in that movie either. And they kind of roasted them with it, which it was kind of funny. I ain't gonna go through the whole scene, like it made me giggle a little bit, but it was kind of just like, it was like, it was just most of the movie was just like, man, it was just like, okay. Then there'll be like a funny moment, there, like, and then it's like, it's only one moment that I promise you made me laugh hard. It was like Shorty's impression of Shaq. Like, that was the funniest movie of the whole movie. I think the whole theater erupted in that one. The rest of it is just kind of just like steady, like it's low, it'll drop a low, drop a, yeah. It's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. And then where is this? And this last question: where is this movie ranked in all time in the scary movie franchise? So you got we got 1 through 6. So we can either rate it 1 through 6 or just put it wherever you want to put it. We can go down the line from best to worst, or however you want to do it.
I'm gonna say it's between. It's either 5 or 6. Like it's like I said in the whole series. I think they were like they started off at a peak. The first 2, and then after that, I say 3 was still good. It wasn't as good as the first 2, but it was like right there.
Yeah.
It wasn't that far off. 4 was like a little bit less funny than 3, but it's still like they were kind of like that, and then 5 and 6 kind of just like super drop off.
So, but with these, you really just didn't have to. You don't really got to think too hard because they really done it for you. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, and 5, 6.
Yeah, literally. It's literally like, and to each his own. Somebody, y'all might go in there and watch it and say, I ain't telling you not to watch it. I just said lower your expectations when you go in.
Yeah.
If you watch the old series, don't lower your expectations.
Our definitions of funny might be a little different from yours.
Exactly.
So I'm like, don't let us discriminate you from you laughing good. What's funny to you might not be funny.
Exactly.
Ain't no wrong.
I ain't gonna say like other people in the theaters, like other people in the theaters made it to where like they laughed at it. It was some jokes that I didn't laugh at that people in the theater laughed at. Like it was a couple of jokes, like it was some of them where it was like, the whole theater laughed, I didn't laugh. So I think it was just like maybe it wasn't for, us per se. Maybe it was more so for
Another generation. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe it'll be funnier. Maybe it'll age better. I don't know. Right now, how I feel after watching the movie, I'm not gonna go see it again.
Nah, a movie ain't good when people ain't posting it on TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they ain't posting a little short clip.
Because everybody loves the Wayne's family, so you want it to be good. So I don't think people want to trash the Wayne family like and they work, because it's just like they trying. So I don't want to hate on it too much, I'm just being honest and giving it to you raw. Like
This is how I
it
felt.
just was just like it wasn't hitting for me. It wasn't. I wanted it to hit. Like I was actively looking for a joke that I could laugh at, and I can actively remember. Like I only laughed like 5 times. I could say the Sean scene. I mean not Sean. What is Sean? But Ray in the church scene. That was funny. The sinners, vampires trope. Like, can I come in? That was funny. Uh, when when what's his name? What's his name? When let me get his name. Brad Meeks. When Brad Meeks, which is the son of Regina Hall, and when he was eating his girl out, and the okay,
Oh, yeah.
I say when Shorty taught his nephew how to eat coochie, but he referred to it like eating like rolling a blunt essentially. And bro literally went in there and did all the stuff, and then finished it off by rolling her like coochie up like a blunt, and they show it. That made me laugh because I'm like, bro, they showed it. It's more so like shot factor, but it's funny they roll. But then he goes and tries to light it like it's a blunt after he just rolled it. That was funny. So I think that was the 4th time I laughed. And then the 5th time I laughed was like, yeah, when he did the Shaq impression. I think that was the last time I laughed. That was it for me. What about you? You know all the times you laughed?
Just all I can remember is the Shaq impression. That was it, to be honest with you. That's the only time I like laughed hard.
Yeah.
Any other time I probably just chuckled.
Yeah.
I'm a funny guy. I'm laughing just about almost anything. But laugh, like almost out my seat, laugh. Yeah, one time.
Yeah, for me, laughing hard, I only laugh hard at one time.
That was it. I chuckled at a few things, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So like,
Like, if I could rate the laugh factor, it's probably like, if it was a 1 through 10 based off how funny it was, the jump was like a 1 or a 2. But just like the overall movie and stuff like that, I'd give it like a 5. Because it wasn't the worst thing I ever saw. It definitely.
it wasn't worse, but it wasn't.
It wasn't definitely.
My expectations were a little bit.
Yeah, I think I went in there thinking it was gonna be like 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, the Wayne brothers, they back on it. Number 1 was cold with them on it. Number 2 was cold with them on it. So number 6 gonna be crazy, which is doing its thing in the box office just strictly off the name and their name. So that's another positive. But it's like it don't hold up. So hopefully, if they make another one, they listen to the criticism of the people and grow from it. Or they might, knowing them, they getting old, they might just be like, nah, I'm gonna stay in my ways and do what I want to do. I hope they don't do that though, because it's like,
Yeah.
I still want them to be funny because they can make another. They can make. There's a couple of them they can remake. No movies that I like. They can. Not Baby Boy. What's it called? When when Marlon plays as the baby and Sean is the dad.
Oh, Little Man.
Little Man, they could do. I watch Little Man.
You don't need to remake that one.
Not remake it, but they could make a number 2.
I feel like you're gonna mess it up. You need to keep that just an original. Cause people who ain't seen Little Man, that that movie, that's an original.
Little Man was funny as fuck.
Little
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's so important. But like every other movie these dudes, the Wayans that made, like it's hilarious.
It is funny.
Like all they movies funny, all the shows they in.
If
funny.
you ever seen Booty Call,
exactly.
Oh
my goodness,
Booty Call is so funny,
dude. That's what I'm saying. They got so many hits. It's just this. They just struck out with this.
Yeah. But you win some, you lose some.
But you live to fight another day.
R.I.P. Young. But I think that's it. I think that's all we got, man. So, coming to the end of the podcast, let us know what you like about the scary movie, what you don't like. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go see it. Don't let us diminish you from you going to go see it.
Nah, fact, yeah, gain your own opinion.
Yeah.
These just are humble.
Think for yourself.
Facts.
You got your brain, we got ours. You just listening to us, hey, and we appreciate the listen. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna come to y'all almost every week with something new. Tell us something that you might want us to have our opinion on, and we'll most definitely give it to you. Hey, peace out, man. Love y'all.